Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Microsoft Teams for Dummies by Rosemarie Withee, narrated by Susan Hanfield. Publisher's note: this audiobook refers to figures and tables included in the print and e-book editions of the book. Introduction. Is it just me, or does the pace of technology seem to be speeding up? It feels like just the other day Microsoft bought Skype and transformed its Link product into Skype for Business. Well, hold on, because Microsoft Teams has come along and it has displaced all of them. After its release in 2017, Teams has gone on to become the fastest-growing product in the history of Microsoft. Microsoft Teams is a communications and collaboration tool that enables you to chat, call, and meet and collaborate with others in real time. It is available either as a free standalone app that you can download from the internet or as part of a bundle of software, such as Microsoft 365 and Office 365. If you are ready to learn what all the hype is about with Microsoft Teams, you are in the right place. About this book. This book is designed to get you the information you need to use Microsoft Teams quickly and efficiently without getting bogged down in the weeds. You learn how to get up and running with Teams in just a few minutes. You then discover how to add users, create teams, and communicate and collaborate with others in real time. In addition to learning the basics of Teams, you discover many tips and tricks you need to know to get the most out of the product. Deeper into the book, you take a spin around the Teams Admin Center and see that you don't need to be an IT professional to be a Teams administrator. You also learn how to install add-on apps in Teams and connect them with other software you use in your organization. In addition, you learn how Teams can replace your office phone and conferencing system, and how you can use instant meetings to stay connected with others, whether they are part of your organization or not. Finally, you learn how to use Teams in a small or medium-sized business or in a giant multinational enterprise. The book wraps up with a number of top 10 tips that help you kickstart your continued journey with Teams. I use the standard for Dummies technical conventions throughout the print and e-book editions of the book. So if you are familiar with these, you are already halfway on your journey. If you are new to the For Dummies series, the following list of conventions will help you out. Bold text means that you're meant to type the text just as it appears in the book. The exception is when you're working through a steps list. Because each step is bold, the text to type is not bold. Web addresses appear in mono font. If you're reading a digital version of this book on a device connected to the internet, note that you can click the web address to visit that website. I use the standard For Dummies command arrows. For example, click the profile icon in the top right of Teams and then choose Settings, right command arrow, Notifications, right command arrow, Mentions to change how you are notified of someone mentioning your name in Teams. Foolish assumptions. In this book, I assume that you have at least heard of Microsoft Teams, have an interest in getting the most out of the product, and have access to a computer. In the chapter about using Teams on a mobile device, I assume you are interested in using Teams on your iOS or Android mobile phone or tablet. Microsoft designed Teams from the ground up to be intuitive and easy to use, so if you have access to a computer, you should be all set. How this book is organized. This book is organized into 7 parts. Each part is organized based on the way you will use Teams. For example, in Part 2, you learn about communication in Teams with chats, channels, and meetings. In Part 5, you learn about Teams administration. You might need to jump straight into Teams administration if you find yourself as an accidental admin, or you might want to start at the beginning of the book and build up your knowledge bit by bit. The book is designed so you can read the chapters and parts in any order and jump back and forth as you explore and use Teams. Part 1. Getting Started with Microsoft Teams. In Part 1, you get up and running and using Teams in no time at all. You learn how to sign up for a trial Microsoft 365 or Office 365 subscription, learn how to navigate around Teams, and learn how to start your first team. Part 2. Exploring chat, Teams, channels, and apps. In this part, you learn about some of the main features of Teams. You learn how to send messages to other people and groups using chats and channels. You also learn about third-party apps that build functionality into Teams. You learn how to find and install these add-on apps and how to use some of them. In this part, you also learn about using Teams on a mobile device so that you can stay connected regardless of where you are or what you are doing. And if being so connected sounds a bit creepy, you learn how to tame and mute the noise coming into Teams so that you are only as connected as you want to be. You learn how to stay up to date on the things you find important and tune out and save for later things that are less important. Finally, you learn about staying connected with people outside your organization. Part 3. Staying in sync with meetings and conferencing. Part 3 dives into the world of meetings and conferencing. You learn how to create new Teams meetings in your calendar, how to use Teams with the tried-and-true Outlook email and calendar client, and how to meet instantly with others when necessary. You also learn about some of the physical devices designed especially for Teams, such as video cameras, phone systems, headsets, and speakerphones. These devices can make all of the difference when it comes to communicating and collaborating with others over the internet or in person in a meeting room. This part walks you through some of the certified devices at your disposal. Part 4. Taking communications to the next level with voice. In Part 4, you learn about how Teams can replace your office phone and organization's entire phone system. You learn how you can obtain a phone number so you can call anyone else with a phone number through Teams and they can call you. You also learn how to set up Teams to be your personal operator and direct and deal with calls in the way you decide is best to configure it. Part 5. Becoming a Microsoft Teams Administrator. Part 5 dives into the world of administration. Microsoft has created a website known as the Teams Admin Center, where you can manage and administer Teams. This part gets you familiar with the Teams Admin Center and walks you through some of the common tasks you will need to do in order to manage Teams in your organization. Part 6. Molding Teams to fit your unique organization. In Part 6, you learn about how Teams can be molded to fit the size of your organization and the specific industry in which you work. Whether you are a solo consultant or part of a large enterprise, and whether you are working in the healthcare industry, government, or private consulting services, Teams can work for you. This part provides you guidance on using Teams in a way that fits your individual needs. Part 7. The Part of Tens. This wouldn't be a For Dummies book without one of my favorite parts, the part of tens. In this last part, I provide 3 top 10 lists: tips for getting the most out of Teams, the best apps to install in Teams, and the best places you can go to learn more and continue your Teams journey. Icons used in this book. Tip. The tip icon marks tips, and shortcuts that you can use to make learning about Teams easier. Remember. Remember icons mark the information that's especially important to know. To siphon off the most important information in each chapter, just skim through these icons. Technical stuff. The technical stuff icon marks information of a highly technical nature that you can skip over if you don't want all the technical detail. Warning. The warning icon tells you to watch out. It marks important information that may save you headaches when getting up to speed with Teams. Beyond the book. As you continue to learn and work with Microsoft Teams, you may want to find shortcuts. I maintain an online cheat sheet that you can use as a quick reference to get common tasks done in Teams in a hurry. You can find this cheat sheet online by going to dummies.com and searching for Microsoft Teams for Dummies cheat sheet in the search box. Where to go from here. Now that you know a little about this book, it is time to get started. If you are new to Microsoft Teams, then jump right into Chapter 1, where you get up and running in just a few minutes. If you already have Teams installed, then skip ahead to the area of Teams you would like to learn more about right away. If you find yourself with Teams administration tasks on your plate, then head straight to Part 5. There is no right or wrong answer in where to start when learning Teams. The best advice I can give is to just jump in and start using it to communicate with others. 1. Getting started with Microsoft Teams. In this part, discover what makes Teams so special and why it has surpassed SharePoint as the fastest-growing product in Microsoft's history. Find the Teams app online and take a quick spin around the Teams interface. Learn the basic Teams terminology. Get a feel for the Teams layout and how Teams can be used across multiple devices. Create a new team and invite others to that team. Discover how to manage the team you created and set personalized settings for each team. Chapter 1. Getting up and running with Microsoft Teams. In this chapter, finding Microsoft Teams on the Internet, figuring out where to sign up and sign in, gaining a general understanding of Teams, getting familiar with basic Teams terminology. I admit that when I first heard about Microsoft Teams, I was not very impressed. The market was already filled with chat programs. Microsoft even purchased the most popular one, Skype. So why did Microsoft decide to create more software that was redundant? Well, that was a few years ago, and since then, I have experienced firsthand the vision Microsoft had for Teams, what it has become, and why it has surpassed SharePoint as the fastest-growing product in Microsoft's history. In this chapter, you see what makes Teams so special and why it's become the fastest-growing product in Microsoft history. First, you get up and running with the Teams app in a quick tutorial that helps you find the Teams app online. You then find out how to sign up and sign in. After that, you take a quick spin around the Teams interface and learn some of the basic Teams terminology. Getting started with the Teams app. Microsoft Teams is available either as a free standalone app that you can download from the internet or as part of a bundle of software, such as Microsoft 365 and Office 365. The free no-commitment version of Teams offers such features as unlimited messages and search capabilities, 10 gigabytes of shared storage across the app, and audio and video calls between members. The more robust version of Teams is available through a subscription to Microsoft 365 or Office 365 and provides all of those features as well as a whole host of others. They would include 1 terabyte of storage per organization, Exchange email hosting, access to OneDrive, SharePoint, and other Office 365 services, enhanced security features, and 24/7 phone and web support, among other administrative tools. You can find details about the differences between the various Teams versions at products.office.com/Microsoft-Teams. See Figure 1-1. Tip: Microsoft 365 and Office 365 are similar umbrella marketing terms for a bundle of subscription services. Office 365 is focused on Office products, while Microsoft 365 includes additional subscriptions such as Windows and Microsoft's cloud-based mobile device management service called Intune. The Office 365 subscription includes services like SharePoint, Word, Excel, Teams, and many others. The Microsoft 365 subscription is a bigger umbrella that includes these Office 365 products and other products like Windows, Intune, and more. Getting Teams for free. You can sign up for Teams for free without buying the Microsoft 365 or Office 365 bundle. You won't get all the integrations and benefits Microsoft 365 and Office 365 provide, but you will get Teams. To sign up for the free version of Microsoft Teams, follow these steps. 1. Open your favorite web browser and go to products.office.com/Microsoft-Teams. 2. Click the Sign Up for Free button. 3. Enter your email address and either sign in with your existing Microsoft account or create a new one. If this is the first time you are using a Microsoft service, you will be asked to verify your email address. A code will be sent to your email address and you will be asked to enter that code. Once you verify your account or sign in with your existing account, you will be asked to either download the Teams app to your local computer or use the web-based version as shown in Figure 1-2. For this example, I chose the web version. 4. Click the option to use the web-based version. Your web browser will refresh and sign you into the main Teams web application located at teams.microsoft.com. A message will then display letting you know how to invite people to join your team, as shown in Figure 1-3. 5. Click Got It to then be taken to your new Teams workspace in your web browser, as shown in Figure 1-4. Congratulations! You are now using Microsoft Teams for free. When you invite guest users to your Teams channel, They will go through a very similar process as you just went through to sign into Teams. However, instead of having to navigate to the Microsoft Teams website, they will get an email inviting them to join your Teams channel. External access is a popular topic. I cover it in depth in Chapter 7. Tip: I have found the value of Teams comes from how it integrates and works with other Microsoft software, such as Office. For this reason, I recommend using Teams with Microsoft 365 or Office 365 instead of as a standalone free chat app. I talk about accessing Teams through these subscription-based services next. Getting Teams through Office 365. You can sign up for Teams by signing up for Office 365. Office 365 offers a free trial, so you can get started with it without having to pay up front. Here's how. 1. Open your favorite web browser and navigate to office.com. 2. Click the Get Office button as shown in Figure 1-5. To get Teams, you will need a business plan subscription. The personal plans do not include Teams. 3. Click the For Business tab to see the available business plans as shown in Figure 1-6. You can choose between the Office 365 Business Essentials plan or the Office 365 Business Premium plan, which includes the latest Office clients like Word, Excel, Outlook, and PowerPoint. For this example, I chose the Office 365 Business Premium plan. 4. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click the Try Free for 1 month link under the Office 365 Business Premium plan. 5. Provide the requested information and walk through the setup wizard to get up and running with Office 365. Note that you can use your own name as a business name and choose that your business size is 1 person. Next, you will be asked to choose a domain name that is your choice, .onmicrosoft.com. This is your Office 365 domain. In this example, I chose teamsfd.onmicrosoft.com for the domain. You can always add a custom domain later down the road if you prefer. For example, I might connect teamsfordummies.com to our Office 365 account and get email there too. Once you have filled out the information, your free trial will be created, as shown in Figure 1-7. This can take a few minutes, so be patient. 6. Click the Get Started button. A tutorial walks you through adding a domain and additional users. Once you walk through the setup, you are presented with your Office 365 dashboard, where you see a quick tutorial. After the tutorial, you are presented with the Office 365 main landing page, as shown in Figure 1-8. Congratulations! You are now up and running with Office 365 and Microsoft Teams. Tip: you can always get back to your Office 365 dashboard by opening your web browser and going to office.com and logging in with the username and password you created. For more information on using Office 365, check out Office 365 for Dummies, 3rd edition, Wiley. Wrapping your head around Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is a relative newcomer to the world of business communication software. It was first announced in 2017, and when I first heard about it, I wasn't sure what to make of it. I had been using Skype to chat with friends and family for years, and I had used Link, later rebranded Skype for business communications. Since its announcement, Teams has been integrated with just about every product Microsoft offers and has swallowed all the features that used to make Skype for Business so great. You can make phone calls, chat, conduct meetings, share your screen, and have video calls, just to name a few of the features Teams offers. Microsoft Teams as a communications platform replacing Skype for Business is nice, but that is not what has made it the fastest-growing product in Microsoft history. What makes Teams so special is that Microsoft has invested heavily to make it the face and entry point to almost all other Office services. For example, I am writing this book using Microsoft Word, but I am doing so from within the Teams app, as shown in Figure 1-9. In addition to integrating with Microsoft Office, Teams also integrates with several third-party applications, as shown in Figure 1-10. To be fair, the big competitor to Teams, called Slack, Slack.com, is also racing to integrate other software and be the primary business tool you use for communications and productivity. Slack had a head start, hitting the market in 2013 and became incredibly popular very quickly. However, Microsoft had a big advantage in that so many people already used Office products, so when Microsoft integrated Office with Teams, it was an easy move for users to start using Teams. In fact, in 2020 it was announced that there are more active users of Teams now than Slack. That is a big milestone. Don't get me wrong, I still use Slack in my consulting business, since some of my clients only use Slack and don't use Teams. In fact, I use other apps too, such as Google Hangouts, hangouts.google.com, and Zoom, zoom.us. It is this software diversity that results from my consulting that gives me confidence to contrast and compare these tools. Microsoft Teams is becoming the one app to rule them all in the Microsoft world. It has become the entry point for Office applications as well as other non-Microsoft software. This is the reason it has grown so quickly. If you are using Microsoft 365 or Office 365, you may find yourself using the integrated services through Teams instead of trying to remember how to use them independently. Getting familiar with Teams terminology. Throughout this book, you will explore the concepts of Teams in detail, and keeping the terminology in Teams straight can be a challenge. For example, you will eventually find yourself inviting one of your teammates to your Teams team, or asking what Teams team your coworker is talking about. Once you get used to it, the terminology will seem normal. To get a jump on the terms, here are some quick definitions. Teams. Use the term Teams to refer to the product itself. Team. A team, lowercase, is a group of users. You can specify settings for Teams and have multiple teams within Microsoft Teams. For example, you might want to create a team for accounting, a team for legal, and another team for external contacts. Channel. A channel is a group chat within a team. A team can have multiple group chats, with the idea being that you can create a chat for different topics. Thread. A thread is a specific topic of discussion within a channel. For example, one person might start a new thread in the channel, and then others can reply to that thread. You can have multiple threads going in a channel at the same time. External or guest user.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?